The Rothmans World Championship team, headed by Walter Rawl, with support this time from Henry Toivonen, head out to the start at Esteryl's Autodrome. Last year's winner is seeded 1 and leaves for the first stage, just up the road in the shadow of the little range of Sintra Hills. Mikkola on 2 warms his tyres in readiness for the ensuing stage. Timo Salonen in the new style Datsun Sylvia, backed up by TonyPond in a violet. Jean-Luc Terrier and Michael Weil in the Almeris Brothers Porsche. Loop of 3 stages is done 3 times during day 1, and initially Henry Toivonen leads from Mikkola. Rawl. Mouton. Terrier. Valdegaard. Salonen. Pond. Locals Carlos Torres and Philippe Lopez. Austrian George Fischer, in the only Talbot Lotus entered, was an early retirement. The local Datsun team had Salero backing and Santinho Mendes behind the wheel. Fernando Simoes. Pekepe. After lunch, Mikkola now leads by 5 seconds, as Toivonen's had a puncture. Rawl is third, another 3 seconds back. There's nothing in it. Mouton leads Terrier by half a minute, but she would have been neck and neck with Pond had Tony not been held up with a puncture. Brazilian Schorsch Fleck lies 27th. Franz Whitman in the third Works Quattro is 10th.
How's it gone today, Tony?
Not bad, except for the puncture, but...
Just the one?
Yeah, just the one is enough.
Do you know where you are about?
I have no idea, no. I think we've pulled up a fair bit, but... 7th or 8th, 7th or 8th.
What stage is the puncture on?
The second stage, about 100 yards from the start.
First time around, so it was a bad start.
Yeah, really bad, yeah.
And you'll be looking forward to getting on the rough, no doubt.
Yeah.
Probably a bit more of a chance.
Yeah. That's where the car really is quite outstanding on the rough.
Yeah.
So.
All the best then.
Right.
Thanks.
Next day, and Busseco, where the local enthusiasts discuss the latest drama. Leader Mikkola rolled in fog during the night and is out, which has left the event wide open. Mouton's through in the lead, followed by Rawl. Valdegaard's next. And Pond gaining all the time in 4th place. Terrier nearly puts it in the crowd. He's now 6th behind Eklund. Joaquim Santos is now the leading Portuguese driver in 7th place, 30 seconds ahead of Timo Salonen in the Silvia. Mendes has been over, and Toivonen, delayed by an off which resulted in suspension and axle damage, is running way down the field and surprising the spectators who are now tuned into the much slower also-rans. The country town of Viseu, 300 kilometers north of Lisbon, and as the cars attract spectators in Parc Fermé, the competitors snatch a 6-hour rest. Rawl is losing ground to Mouton and must try all he knows to get back on terms. The first stage of the next leg lies just outside the town and is 26 kilometers of twisting track, with the lunatic spectators and their makeshift bonfires the #1 hazard. Mouton takes 15 seconds off the field, and despite aggressive driving from the rest, nobody can approach her. Rawl services. Can he be the one to catch her?
I don't think. It's all gravel and it's no way.
How far are you ahead of third man?
4 minutes.
So you're safe from that point
Yes,
of view?
absolutely.
Any problems with the car?
No.
How many times have you been off the road so far?
Nothing.
Good.
If you look, maker.
All the best anyway.
Thank you.
Yeah.
In the Datsun camp, Andy Dawson attends to Salinen's lamp bracket repairs, whilst TonyPond is rewarded with the news that Valdegaard is out, and he's up to third.
The Toyota stopped in the last stage, so that means we've gone up a place.
Up to third? That's good. What, about 4 or 5 minutes behind Volta?
I don't know what the time is. You know, they're in a different league, really.
Are they?
Yeah. They're racing cars.
Have you had any problems at all today?
Just puncture.
Another one after yesterday? Whereabouts was that?
In Röhrl, coming down the last 4 Ks.
Did you change it? Stop changing?
No, drove.
Where are the major problems tonight, do you reckon?
This next stage is some real awful one. It's always foggy and it's very, very rough.
Yeah.
So we must just try and get over it.
After a 14-hour overnight halt at Povoa de Varzim, north of Oporto, the action resumes, with Mouton still leading. Rawl has crashed out spectacularly when his steering sheared at high speed. And TonyPond is up to second, 8 minutes in arrears. Eklund is third, 48 seconds behind Pond. Fourth is Terrier. Fifth, Salinen. And sixth, Carlos Torres. One ahead of countryman José Borges in his battered Escort. Whitman lies 8th ahead of Mendesh's Datsun. Portugal's little starlet is an amazing 12th. Night draws in again as crews face the daunting Alto Espino stage, and in little more than an hour, the whole top 10 situation changes. First to go, Pond, whose gearbox seizes and sends the prop shaft crashing through the floor. Then the other Datsun, Salinen's, loses its back axle, and despite frantic welding jobs by Andy Dawson, his rally is run. Out too goes Terrier early next morning, with the Porsche's rear suspension collapsed. So it is a lonely Carlos Torres who drives off the Archenil stage to face Candosa for the 4th time. Mouton leads Eklund by 12 minutes. Whitman now third, some quarter of an hour behind the Toyota. Torres, the hero of the local crowds, is up to 4th. And Alain Copier is leading the Citroën Visa Brigade in 5th. Fleck is 10th. In his efforts to get back up with the leaders, Toivonen, still running down the field, is fastest on 7 of the last 8 stages. But it's all to no avail, as his clutch wilts under the strain. Losa is at the centre of this mid-country series of stages, and the applause for the flying French girl is staggering as she backpedals towards another victory. The run back to Lisbon is punctuated by a rest in another provincial capital, historic Tomar. But with only 2 stages to go on the remaining leg, there are no more surprises to come. And Michel and Fabrizia arrive back at the Autodrome at Estoril for a rapturous welcome. 10,000 exuberant enthusiasts turned out at 11 p.m. just to see the remaining 23 cars finish and cheer the girls on their second World Championship victory.